Thank you, Viking staff and students, for your attention. Before we dismiss you, I'd like to introduce a few guests who are here today. First, our Assistant Superintendent, Dr. Ogata. Assistant Superintendent, Mr. Cosby. And Superintendent, Dr. Pleco. At this time, I'd like to invite up one of our fellow Vikings and the mayor of Huntington Beach, Jill Hardy.
This is the 5th time I've seen this assembly. And I get more emotional each time. 3 years ago, my friend's dad was driving when he was hit and killed by a drunk driver. Last year, I had coworkers from Huntington, 2 of them had a daughter hit and killed while she was passenger and died. 2 years ago, one of my former students hit and killed someone and is now in jail. But I think the most frightening thing about this is the realization that when I was in high school, the role I likely would have played was this one. About 30 years ago, someone gave me advice that I really took to heart, and it really made a difference to me. And they said, you can make a freedom from choice right now. You can choose not to participate in certain behaviors. And then you never have to think about it again. And one of those choices I made was to never drink. Never. Not in high school, not in college. By the way, I went to UC Santa Barbara and I was in a sorority. And I never drank in college. I still have not drank, if you want to know the truth, 2 times. Both on New Year's Eve, after I was 21, after I had a college degree, not more than a glass of champagne on New Year's Eve, twice. I don't have to worry on any given night about whether it's safe for me to drink, whether I can get a ride home, what I'm doing the next day, and if I'm going to feel good. I never have to make that choice because I made the choice decades ago that I don't drink. Therefore, I don't drink and drive. Never. Never. But I'll be honest with you. I forgot to make the decision not to support drinking and driving. Because in high school, there were a few times where I sat in this seat. And I do thank God that I am able to tell you this story today instead of being like this student. And I think about why would I make that decision? There was that boy I really, really liked that had been drinking and offered me a ride home. And I thought, well, maybe he'd like me more if we spent a little more time together. Truth is, I deserve someone better than the person who would drive me home while drinking. And he knew that too. He broke up with me the next day. As the non-drinker in the group, I was always worried about being cool, appearing judgmental, which I wasn't. It was just a decision I made for myself. So oftentimes I didn't want to speak up and say, I don't feel safe with you. So I went ahead and got in the car. One time I did tell my friend, I don't feel safe with you, I'm getting a different ride. And the name she called me, she was my roommate. I had to see her the next day. She didn't even remember. I didn't have to worry about being uncool in front of her. She was too drunk to even remember what had happened the night before. Thank goodness I didn't get in that car. I thought sometimes when I was in high school, I was worried about what would my parents say. You know, they knew I wasn't drinking, but now they were going to know who I was hanging out with. Had I been in an accident like this, there would have been a total different drama in our house than just a minor, we don't like what your choices were last night. And in fact, now that I'm an adult, I understand, I really truly understand that my parents ultimately would have been more proud of me for calling them and having them take me home, then they would have been angry. As a parent now, as your teacher, as a member of the community, I want to express to you how important it is that you guys stay safe, that you make the choice never to drink and drive, and that you make the choice never to support drinking and driving by being a passenger, that you speak up when you see a problem, and you keep your friends safe as well as yourself. If you need to talk to somebody about something that's going on, please do. We all care about you. Find a teacher, a parent, a neighbor, someone's big sister or brother, an aunt or an uncle. Find someone you can talk to, and we will help you. As a community, we will help you. Find us. I do want to tell you that there is a website you can go to, hbdrugeducation.com. There will be more information. And if you need to know what that website is again, come see me in room 222. Because I'm someone you can talk to also. Thanks for your attention.
Thank you, Mel Hardy.